Okay, so now that we have our LEMP stack set up on our Ubuntu server, we'll start with the WordPress installation. So to begin with, what we need to do is we'll need to create a user for our WordPress. So for that, we'll do your username and password. So by default, in most cases, the username is root, and I don't think so we need MySql. We'll enter our password. Enter the password. Enter. Now we're connected to a MySql. What we'll do is we'll create a database for our WordPress to use. Here's the query. This should be replaced by the database name of your choice. For this demo, we'll just have it at that. Okay, so our database is created. Next, what we need to do is we need to create a user for a WordPress to use. You can also use the root user, but in general it's not a good practice. It's better to create a new user. So what does this say is grant all on this database to this user identified by this password. Okay, make sure you change the user to your desired one and the password as well. Once you have run that query, re-execute the privileges by running this command flush privileges, and then exit. Next, we'll need to make some changes to our Nginx configuration file. Open up this with a nano editor. So there are a few things that are already there in the file. We just need to add a few more things, and let's just do that. I'll put the snippet in the description of the video, so you can just copy and paste it. Let's format it. Okay, so now next thing what we need to do is we need to comment this line out and add this. So this basically allows WordPress to pass arguments to the URL. Once done, exit. Make sure you save the file. Next, let's run sudo nginx -d. The file says okay. Let's restart nginx. Reload nginx. Nginx is reloaded. Next, what we'll do is we'll install a few extensions of PHP. In LEMP stack, what we did was we only installed the basic version of PHP, but for WordPress plugins we'll need a few more extensions, so we'll just do that. Let's just run sudo apt-get once again. If you haven't watched my previous video, this basically updates all the repositories on the server. Okay, install the plugins, say yes. Now that these are installed, let's restart our PHP. Okay, we're running this command. It's done. Next, what we'll do is we'll download WordPress. Let's go into our temp directory, and this is where we'll download the WordPress repo. Scroll the URL. So this is downloaded. Let's ls and check if it's there. You can see latest.tar.gz. This is our WordPress. Now let's extract it. For extracting, there's a command tar xzvf, the zip name. So this is extracted all of WordPress over here. Let's ls and check. You can see a WordPress directory over here. Great. So now what we need to do is we need to copy the sample config file in WordPress. Let's just check where it is located. You can see it's over here. Let's just change this, basically copy and create a WP config file for us in the same directory. So now in ls I should have two files. I should have WP config created. Great. We'll also create an upgrade directory in WP content. This is for when WordPress basically upgrades, so it does not run into permission issues. Next, what we'll do is we'll copy this entire thing into our root directory, that is /var www/html. So what this does is copy along with permissions from this directory, select all files to this directory. Right, so it's done. Great. Next we'll do a few things to set up our permissions for the folders. There are a few commands that I'll run now. I'll provide the commands in the description or in a blog, but for now just follow along. So giving group permission to our root user. So run this. Give it to WP content, themes, and plugin as well. Okay, cool. This is done. Now next what we'll do is we need to configure a WP config file. So let's just move out of this directory and go to this. So you'll need to call a particular URL that will give you a set of keys for WordPress. Every time you call this URL, you'll get a new set of keys. So I've called it just now. If I do it again, I should get a new set of values. So what you need to do is basically copy these things. Sorry about that. What you need to do is basically copy these things into the WP config file. So let's just do that. So open up the file. Great. If you see over here, there's a section that already is put up there for you. All you need to do is basically remove this and replace it with the values you've got. Let's just delete these lines. So I'll be pasting my values over here in a moment. Also what you need to do is you need to change the database user to the user that we created. over there, and you'll have to add the password for that user over here. So I've added these values over there, and I've changed my database and the user. So now what we need to do is basically to confirm our installation. We just need to put in our IP or the domain. So let me just try it with my IP. Once you add the IP, you should be able to see this page. You can enter your site title here, your username here, password. Make sure you change it, keep it secure, your email, and you can just press install WordPress and you can go ahead with it. Once you've done that and hit login, you should be able to see this page, and you can log in with the username and password you just created over there. Once logged in, you should be able to see the WordPress dashboard, and yeah, so the WordPress is set up on your hosting. So you can adjust your settings over here. You can change whatever you want. You can change themes and appearances. So we won't be covering that in this video, but what we'll be doing next is basically we'll be mapping our IP to a domain, and we'll try to set up LetsEncrypt SSL on our WordPress site and make it secure. Thank you.